My journey began back in Chapter 1, Season 5. At this time, the game was all about having fun, getting wins, and of course, playground mode. Then Season 6 came along, and this is when Fortnite started to add LTMs every week. So I spent my time this season playing LTMs, playing duos, just playing casually, having a good time. But when Season 7 came around, things started to change. This season brought with it planes and the super OP hand cannon and shotgun meta. And during Season 7, we had pros like Mongrel who were on top, dominating all the time. And I remember watching him and thinking how cool it looked to play on keyboard and mouse. But nonetheless, I did stay on controller for the entirety of Season 7. But near the end of the season though, I noticed something. I noticed that a lot of people started to get a lot better at the game, and I was still at this one consistent skill level. I just didn't advance past a certain level. I knew my skill was being limited by playing on controller, but not just playing controller, just using a controller in general, because it would actually hurt my hands after a while of playing. So I thought, let's give keyboard and mouse a try, and in Season 8, that's exactly what I did. I found a $5 keyboard and mouse around my house, and man, it was a brutal beginning. It felt as if I had just picked up Fortnite for the first time ever. I couldn't build, move, aim, nothing. So I had to come up with a plan. I started in creative so I can get a feel for keybinds and mouse sensitivity, and then I'd play battle royale to get some real fighting skills. So that's what I did, but only I'd play creative, get destroyed. Play pubs, get destroyed. And this led to a short cycle of me switching from keyboard and mouse to controller a few times. Do not do that, by the way. It really will hinder your progression. But mid-Season 8, I was dead set on improving. I put my controller away for one last time, and I never looked back. Over the rest of the season, I upgraded my keyboard and mouse, spent hours playing duos and creative with friends, and slowly I was getting better. I could get consistent kills. I got my first win on keyboard and mouse. Things were starting to look good, but they only got better when Season 9 came around. I still wasn't as good as I was on controller, but I was definitely much better than I was in Season 8. My aim and mechanics only kept improving over the course of this season, so this will take us into the final season of Chapter 1, Season X. I spent the majority of this season grinding Team Rumble levels and also playing a bunch of creative to make sure my mechanics kept on improving. And it was during the season that Fortnite decided it was a good idea to add mechs to the game, so that's the reason I didn't play very much BR this season. But as Season X came to an end, so did my time on PS4. In Chapter 2 Season 1, I got my first actual PC, and I was now more motivated than ever to keep on improving. The jump from 60 Hz to 240 Hz was insane, and I immediately noticed a huge change in my gameplay. I was able to edit and move cleaner, and my shots were way more precise with the lower input delay from being on PC, and overall this was a huge positive shift forward in my improvement. Your mindset is the main obstacle when it comes to improving quickly. If you believe that you cannot improve on keyboard and mouse and you actually think that way while you're playing, your progression will just be slower than the next person who is confident and actually believes in themselves. A positive mindset will allow you to play without the mental pushback so that you can focus on actually improving. To get started with improving, play creative mode because it's a low stress environment and there's a ton of different practice maps for aiming, fighting, and mechanics practice that I do highly recommend you check out. And also, comparing your progressions is totally meaningless because in this race, it's you versus you. The only comparisons you should make are between how you played yesterday versus how you play today. Constantly watching other progressions might be inspiring for some, but I'd wager that it's pretty unmotivating for the majority of people. And you're also going to feel a lot better when I tell you that the only person you're competing against in this race is you. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, of course, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Also, consider using code Cozmos in the item shop. All the support really does mean the world to me, and it helps me continue to produce high quality videos like this for you guys. And have an amazing rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in a few days.